Spartacus, the gladiator who dared to challenge an entire empire, remains one of the most legendary figures in ancient history. In the heart of the Roman Republic, during an era when oppression and slavery were the cornerstones of a seemingly unassailable society, a man born in chains ignited a rebellion. Spartacus was born in Thrace, a region north of Greece known for its fierce tribes and indomitable warriors. From a young age, he was immersed in a world of constant conflict, where war was not merely a possibility, but an essential part of life. The Thracians were famed for their skill with weapons and their prowess in battle, and Spartacus was no exception. However, his destiny took a drastic turn when the Roman legions, in their relentless expansion, invaded his homeland. Captured and reduced to slavery, Spartacus was taken to Rome as a prisoner, a common fate for those defeated in the wars of conquest. In Rome, he was sold to a gladiatorial school in Capua, owned by Lentulus Spatiatus. There, Spartacus was trained for the bloody entertainment the Romans fervently adored. Gladiators were slaves forced to fight each other or wild beasts in arenas packed with spectators, their lives at the mercy of the crowd's whims. But Spartacus was unlike the others. While he endured the brutal regime of the gladiator school, his spirit remained unbroken. He did not view fighting as mere spectacle, but as a tool to forge his path to freedom. The year 73 BC marked the beginning of his revolt. Alongside a small group of fellow gladiators, Spartacus devised a daring escape plan. With improvised tools and desperate courage, they attacked their captors and managed to break free. Seizing weapons from the school's armory, their initial group numbered barely 70 men, but their escape soon became a symbol of hope for thousands of slaves across Italy. They fled to Mount Vesuvius, a strategic position. News of the rebellion spread rapidly, drawing fugitive slaves from all corners. What began as a small band of gladiators transformed into an improvised army of men and women from diverse backgrounds. Despite their differences, they shared a common yearning for freedom. Spartacus emerged as their undisputed leader, not just for his strength and combat skills, but for his vision and charisma. He organized the group, instilling discipline and strategies that confounded the Roman legions. Rome initially underestimated the threat. The first forces sent to crush the rebellion were humiliatingly defeated by the rebels, who employed guerrilla tactics and knowledge of the terrain to outmaneuver their enemies. Spartacus wasn't just fighting to survive. He was fighting to prove that slaves were not mere objects, but people capable of challenging even the greatest power of their time. For 2 years, Spartacus's army roamed the Italian peninsula, defeating Roman forces again and again. They raided cities and freed more slaves, swelling their numbers to tens of thousands. Spartacus dreamed of something greater than rebellion in Italy. He wanted to cross the Alps and return to his homeland, beyond Rome's reach. However, many of his followers, intoxicated by their success and the spoils of plunder, resisted leaving Italy. Some even wanted to march on Rome itself, a dream as bold as it was perilous. This internal division would be one of the key factors leading to the rebellion's eventual downfall. While Spartacus struggled to maintain unity and discipline, Rome finally recognized the scale of the challenge. The Senate appointed Marcus Licinius Crassus, the wealthiest man in Rome and a commander known for his ruthlessness, to crush the rebels. Crassus mobilized a massive army and employed brutal tactics to trap Spartacus in southern Italy, building a wall that cut off their escape and supply routes. Facing the reality that there was no way out, Spartacus decided to fight to the end. In the decisive battle near the Salaris River, he personally led his army in a desperate confrontation against the Roman legions. Though the rebels fought with incredible ferocity, they were outnumbered and overwhelmed. Spartacus is said to have fallen in combat, fighting to his last breath. His body was never identified, fueling speculation and legends about his ultimate fate. After the defeat, Crassus crucified over 6,000 prisoners along the Appian Way, a brutal display of Roman power and a stark warning against rebellion. Yet, Spartacus's story did not end there. His struggle, though seemingly futile, left an indelible mark on history. He became a symbol of resistance and freedom, an inspiration for generations to come who sought to challenge oppression and fight for a more just world. Spartacus was not merely a gladiator, nor just a slave who rebelled. He was a visionary leader who defied the most powerful system of his time. His story transcends the boundaries of time, reminding us that even in the darkest circumstances, the human spirit has the capacity to resist and aspire to freedom. If this story moved you, subscribe to our channel for more epic tales of men and women who defied the odds and left their mark on history. Share this video with your friends and let us know in the comments which legendary stories you'd like us to explore next. Together, we'll keep the voices of the past alive and learn from their legacy. The untold stories of history are waiting to be uncovered.